welcome to this edition of the Video News. My name is Josiah. It's been an amazingly busy 3 months for us here, and God's done some amazing stuff. With the help of some of our staff, I'm going to take you back over the last 3 months and see what God's been doing, as well as give you a sneak peek at what we have coming up in October and January. Let's start with the month of July. The School of Digital Communications finished on the 30th of June. It was an amazing 12-week course. God really took us into places that most of us wouldn't have dreamed of. We had 8 students, myself as the leader, and Nick was staffing with me. And it was an amazing time. I'm so stoked that I was able to be a part of it and just to see everything that God did. I really recommend the School of Digital Communications. It's an amazing way to just get your foot into media and technology and where the world is going today. The July Discipleship Training School started on the 3rd. We started with 2 days of base-wide orientation. 30 students came from around the world to do the school. Our orientation times are an amazing time for the staff and the students to come together and get to know each other, and we have amazing times of worship and prayer. We eat all of our meals together, and then we just go and we have times of playing games and just hanging out and getting to know each other. It's a great time for the base just to kind of get away from their jobs and remember what everyone does and remember what our vision is and our goal is for the future. And it was just an amazing orientation and a really good start to the July DTS.
These guys are here for our Discipleship Training School, which just started today. We're going to be running the July DTS up here. We just started our internship, and we hope you enjoy it.
The month of July was just an intense time getting ready for our Impact World Tour. The skate ramps were finished just in time. The facilitators were busy doing last-minute things in the cities. The teams arrived for 2 days of prayer and worship at a thing they call Encounter, where they just wanted to be in the presence of God and just get filled up before they go out on this outreach. From here, they headed out to Mount Isa, and Mount Isa was just an amazing start to the tour. We saw thousands of people come out each night, and thousands of people respond to the gospel. And I was able to go to Mount Isa and film, and I know for me it was just so cool to see people literally running forward at the end of the night to respond to the gospel. People were just hungry for the Lord and hungry for the hope that we carry with us. And it was just an amazing experience for me to be a part of, and for all of us here that got to go out there and then who were here when it came to Townsville. Like, we're just amazed at what God would do and just the hunger that people have. And yeah, it was just a really, really exciting time.
Hi, my name's Rebecca, and I just wanted to share with you a little bit about what our ministry's been up to during the month of August. August was amazing because we were right in the middle of Impact World Tour. I know Josiah shared a bit about what happened in Mount Isa, but coming into Palm Island and Townsville, Ingham, Air, down south to Mackay, Proserpine, Serena, all these cities that our ministry's literally been praying about for months, got to hear the gospel, and we got to see the fruit of that. And the stories were beyond what I could imagine. One of my favorite stories was a drug dealer. A lady from a local church invited a drug dealer to fly all the way up from Brisbane. Brisbane's about a 2 or 3 hour flight away, and he came all the way up just for the tour. So this lady's pastor picked this man up. She didn't know him. All she knew was that he was a drug dealer. Brings him to the tour. He hears the message, hears the gospel, and gives his life to Jesus. And I was thrilled. I think personally, the thing that I loved the most about it too was that, I had been planning for years and everything felt chaotic, and we were working from like early in the morning till the early hours of the morning again. But I remember one night I looked at one of the guys that I was working with and said, can I just have a minute to myself? And I did, and I sat there and I said, God, what do you want me to do? And he just showed me this girl, and I just went up and talked to her and said, hey, what do you think of all this? And just got to hear her heart, and she was just so amazed by who God is. Wasn't ready to give her life to him, but just so floored, and got to pray with her and encourage her. And I just love how God sets that stuff up that encourages our hearts in the midst of things. Another really cool opportunity was for our local band, Ohio Can Wait. We're really looking at what does God want to use from this ministry with music, and they got to have so much influence. They were on one of the biggest morning shows in North Queensland. They got to travel and open the show for the entire tour with Team Extreme. They got to play the halftime show at the football game, which was huge. Such an awesome opportunity. They got radio airplay in that as well, so huge influence for them, and I know a lot of people were really blessed by that throughout the community. It's so exciting to see how God can use so many different people all throughout a region with so many different giftings, so many areas of influence, and really take that and make an impact. That's the thing I love. I mean, in the churches, people are still coming to the Lord regularly. I hear from pastors, and I think that's exciting, and I'm glad that what God's doing here isn't finished. There's so much more to do, and look forward to seeing what that looks like and helping out with that.
Well, we heard about what happened during the month of July as well as the month of August. So now let's jump into the month of September.
My name is Mena, and I'm part of the July DTS, and this is welcome to our staff room. Basically the DTS has been going on since July, and everyone's grown so much over this period of time. And everyone's pretty pumped to go on outreach and just getting ready just to put everything that we've learned in theory to practice. And God's just been doing a lot of things in our hearts, and He still is working. So just a breakdown of our outreach. There's 3 groups that have been broken up now into teams. There's an Oz Life team that's going down to the Gold Coast and then traveling up the coast doing Oz Life. Basically what it is seminars for secondary schools, and basically just targeting the youth and the problems that they're facing just right then and there. There's an evangelism team who's going to be going up to Tully, and they're spending I think a week there, and then they're heading out to Mount Isa where they're going to be doing a lot of follow-up from IWT and just chasing up the youth that haven't been followed up on. And yeah, that's exciting for us. We were starting a new center out there as well, so everyone's geared up and ready for that. And my team is a discipleship team, and we'll be doing work on Palm Island and along with the local churches there and just helping them wherever we can, maybe doing mercy ministries, and a lot of it's just more relational and just getting the gospel out there. We're planning to do seminars for the youth and in discipling the people that have come forward in IWT and just that have received Christ, and just many more, just more evangelism. And we really do appreciate your prayers and just in supporting us financially and your prayers as well. So thank you so much for your input and investment into our lives, and thank you so much for partnering with us in this ministry and in going out and just preaching the gospel and furthering the kingdom. Thank you guys.
Okay, so I'm here and I'm going to talk a little bit about what's happened with U Street over the past month in September. We've had an amazing time when the crew have begun to rise up and just take hold of U Street in general. Last Saturday we had the music team perform live for the entire base, and it was just awesome to see them get up and go hardcore for the things that they've been learning over the past little while. I almost cried because it was just one of the most phenomenal things to see crew who have been practicing for so long achieve something and actually really love what they've done. And also we had Parents' Night recently, and that was just a wonderful time where we got to just share with the parents and impart our heart for the crew who come along. And it's really cool because some parents don't even get to hear that sometimes, that we love their crew, we love their kids, they're just amazing. And also one of the really awesome things that has happened over the past couple of weeks is a young man who's been coming for pretty much the entire time U Street has been running. He finally dedicated his life to the Lord. He made a trade-off. It was amazing for me because I've been praying for him for so long, and just to see him lay his life down and say, yeah, I want to follow Jesus, just was awesome. And to put it with that as well, just to see so much fruit come from U Street, it's just an incredible thing. So I want to encourage you guys, if anyone's out there and you want to join U Street, come along. We'd love to have you.
So Impact World Tour is over, but Stable on the Strand is just around the corner. And it's a combined church outreach we do over the week of Christmas, and this year I'm really excited about it because we really want to try to engage all those who gave their lives at Impact World Tour to really get involved in their church and to serve in their community, and then begin to see them sharing their faith a little bit more. So it's going to be a really good year this year.
In October we're going to be starting a new DTS. U Street will be going on 5-day escape, and we're going to launch a new design for our webpage. First, let's catch up with Justin, who's in the lecture room preparing for the upcoming October DTS.
I'm going to be leading the October DTS that starts in just under 3 weeks,
And we're pretty excited. I know I'm really excited. We've been getting our staff together last week and this week, and we've been praying and just getting ready for what we think God wants to do. It's going to look, I think, a little bit different for this DTS, just in the fact of our expectations and what we want to see happen. Obviously, the schedule is going to stay the same. We're still going to go camping. We still got outreach. So a lot of the things that are normal for DTS we're going to be doing. But also really believe that God wants to stir up a grouping of young people that are ready to receive, I think, a new outpouring of God's intimacy and His love, but also that their heart's desire is to seek God with everything that they have and everything that they are. One of the verses that stuck out to me lately is from Matthew 5:6. It says, that you would hunger and thirst for righteousness, that you would be filled. It's kind of along those lines. I'm sorry if I quoted it wrong, but no, really a grouping of people that will hunger and thirst for righteousness, that will hunger and thirst for the presence of God, and in that, meeting Him and seeing how He changes our lives. I believe it's going to be a real transformational time, and we're all excited about it, so it should be good.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm the coordinator of U Street as well as 5-Day Escape. This past few months in U Street, it's just been going off. We had a record number of 91 crew a few weeks back, and that was just amazing. And we've had about 87 some other weeks, and yeah, just been getting a lot of kids to come. I'm really excited actually because we're going to have a few outreach teams helping us with the U Street on the weekends. So they'll be joining the different teams and actually going out and helping with the kids. And another thing we're looking forward to is a camp called 5-Day Escape, which we're running October 1st through 7th. And currently we have 54 crew signed up for that, which is just amazing. And we're hoping to get a few more on top of that. Our highest numbers can be 59. So yeah, it's just going to be a camp where we go down to the Gold Coast. We're going to be going to the amusement parks, Wet n Wild, Dream World, surf lessons. We're also going to be doing programs at night where we just teach a lot of these guys about who God is and that sort of thing. A lot of these guys don't come from church backgrounds, so it's just an amazing opportunity to have a week with them just to speak about our lives and just see where they're at as well. So it's amazing. We also have an outreach team helping with that, so it's really giving them an opportunity to see into this ministry and really be able to be hands-on with it. And so, yeah, it's just going to be really, really good.
Before we say goodbye for this edition, we have one more person that we want to catch up with.
I want to invite you to come and join us January 14th, where we have a discipleship training school, a school of music and missions, and new staff arriving. We want to encourage you to join us here in 2007 for a dynamic time and a new year at Reef to Outback.
Thank you for watching this edition of our video news. We'd love to hear from you. You can contact us by writing us an email at feedback@reeftooutback.com, or you can contact us through the webpage at www.reeftooutback.com. Again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope this has just helped you see a bit of what's happening around our ministry. And again, we thank you for your prayers and support. My name is Josiah Rittner, and I'll see you next time.